and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Jana Talk podcast. Today we will have a solo episode and we will talk about two great topics. Have you ever thought about when you change a little thing in your everyday life, in your everyday routine, it influences you much more how you live, how you spend your time, and it makes much bigger impact than you would say? Do you know this feeling? Right? So today I would like to speak about daily habits and the work with energy and how one little habit can influence much more our everyday life than we would say. So that's first of this of today's episode, and the second part will be teasing for the upcoming weeks, because today is not only a special day because it's 30th of November, but it's the first Advent Sunday, which is really a very beautiful day, but also because in the upcoming weeks there will be a lot going on, a lot of inspiring people, inspiring talks you can be looking forward to. So I would like to also dedicate today's second part of today's episode to tell you what you can look forward in the upcoming weeks. So let's come to the first part, the everyday routine and habits that can influence us much more than we would think. I made an interview with Jakub who is an expert for Wim Hof Method and also for better sleeping and anti-stress methods in the Czech country. And we spoke about not only how to make our day better during the episode, during the interview, but also how to implement little changes in our everyday life and how to work better with our energy, which I have recently thought about a lot. So thinking about energy and about time and how to better spend it more efficiently and to have also a balanced life. That's definitely a topic I'm solving, and I'm thinking about how to make it better. And so that's why I also want to talk about it today, because recently, since the interview with Jakub, I started to implement in my everyday life a little thing, which makes actually a big impact into how I feel about my days. Because the way we feel about our activities, about what we do, makes a huge impact. It is important very much, because if we think about the way how we spend our time negatively, then it influences us negatively also for the future, and the opposite. So it is very important how we feel about how we spend our day and how we work with our energy. Jakub mentioned one very important thing. I've asked him what does he do in the special question episodes. As always, I'm asking my all guests what do they do against stress, what brings them biggest joy, and how do they spend their life, how about their morning routines and evening routines. So why not to be inspired from all those people? I've known Jakub since universities, and I remember when we were at university that he was really feeling called all the time, and he has really made in his life a huge change. He started to do the special breathing techniques. That's why he's nowadays also expert for the breathing techniques and anti-stress. And he started to implement Wim Hof Method, which he's teaching nowadays. And I was really also part of his workshop last week. And I have to say, it was really incredible. But the lesson he gave me before I went to the workshop was that he started, I don't know, it's a longer time ago, he started to give himself a special dedicated time every morning and every afternoon. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 15 minutes, nothing really long, because if you are busy, 15 minutes is really precious time. And he dedicates this time only for himself, where he does, for example, breathing technique or just meditation or just relaxing or walk, whatever. And I started to implement it since our interview, and I have to say it makes a huge impact. First of all, I have put this into my calendar, so I have added this notification that every single morning it tells me at a certain time later in the morning, because in the early morning I'm very proactive and I have a lot of energy. So later during the day, in the morning, I have a notification to get rest and have a little break, not to forget about breathing. And in the later afternoon, I have something like this as well, some little break for 10 to 15 minutes, and it makes a huge impact for me how I feel about my busy week. Because normally when I was working in the past, it was like I didn't really take little breaks at all. I was okay when you go to toilet. I don't count it as a break for you. And when you go with your dog for a walk, it is a break. But I also didn't count it much because I was thinking also about I don't know, some activities, work, and so on. So I have to say that with these little breaks I started to implement, it is little change, but it fully changes how I think about the week, how I think about the day. And also, it's amazing that I recharge during those 15 minutes or 10 minutes. That when I only focus on my breath, on my breathing, when I do, for example, meditation, short meditation, just for 15 or 10 minutes, I feel recharged, which sounds really interesting probably, because 10 minutes it's almost nothing, but it makes a huge impact and a huge difference. So if you haven't tried it, I would like to ask you to give it a try during the week when you have really busy day. Try to put to your calendar also a little break, like for 10 or 15 minutes, and just focus on your breathing. Go, for example, somewhere where you can be alone, when you cannot be disturbed. So if you are working in a busy environment in the office, that could be challenging if you are among people, among your colleagues. But if you go, for example, to some room where nobody else is, that might be really great option, because then you are really not disturbed, and 10 minutes is nothing. That's something what I was really surprised of how I feel about doing this, implementing this. Um, Last week I forgot, at the end of the week I forgot about this, because it was a little bit different. I was spending my time a lot about with trainings, and I was solving that I forgot about food, forgot about definitely this time as well, because I put all the trainings behind each other. It was really busy, and I on Thursday I forgot to have lunch, which normally doesn't happen really. And on Friday I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I didn't have time for breakfast, lunch, and I had dinner with lunch together. So I was thinking, yes, I need to again to continue with my new habits implementation, and definitely not to forget about food, because food is also part of recharging your battery, recharging your fuel for your body, because then you have enough energy for anything. So uh, that's definitely why I have realized today how really important it is to dedicating time only for yourself, even you are busy, and just breathe. Set, for example, an alarm clock for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and do nothing, just sit still and breathe. And you will be surprised how you will feel after this little exercise. Just when I think about it, I feel much better. It gives you energy, and you feel you have much more energy than before. So I recommend you to try this. Give you to try. I will definitely continue with these exercises from tomorrow again. And one of the another things which happened last week, I was invited a week ago from Jakub to his event called in Czech Ledové ženy. called women, let's say. And it was Wim Hof Method, practicing with Jakub and plenty of amazing Wim Hof teachers, and also daughters from Mr. Wim Hof, Laura and Issa, and it was so incredible. We were practicing breathing techniques during the first part of the training, which is the breathing is really very important to focus on the breath and also to connect the body and the mind together. And the second part was the adventure part, because we went to the really freezing water. It was, I think, -2 or -5 degrees, or maybe even more, because a few days before this event started to snow in the Czech Republic. So you can imagine the temperature in the freezing water. I was really afraid of this event. Even I knew it was be wonderful because the breathing techniques perfect, meditation perfect, meeting new people perfect. But I was really afraid of going in my own bikini to freezing water because I used to have really big problems with my spine, especially lower back, for more years in the past, and it was so painful that I do every single day morning in the morning the shower. I put like more lukewarm or warm water, especially when it's winter time, and it I feel better with my lower back with lukewarm or warm temperature than really cold. So I was really afraid of it because we were supposed to stay there for 2 minutes or something like this. And yeah, I also went to the freezing water. I'm really proud of myself because I knew it's nothing serious that I'm able to do it, but I'm really happy I did it. Even the whole weekend I felt so cold. Because I think it's only a matter of your mind, of practicing also the cold showers in the morning, and it's always the about what you believe in, and how you work with your mind. But the atmosphere was really just incredible. So much energy, so many amazing people, and the atmosphere when we went to the water, that was so amazing. One thing I was really surprised is that, the Wim Hof special exercise with the hands and with the body, we did before we went to the water and after it. And it was really about connecting the body and soul again before you go to the water, because many people could be afraid of it, including me. I'm able to swim in the open waters at the end of October or November, but still, I don't know what I was afraid of actually, but I was. So the exercise makes a huge impact because the body is connected more with the soul, with the mind, and then it also warms up before you go there. Inside the water, it's fucking freezing. It's so freezing. It's nothing really like when you go to the in the summer to the sea and you swim. No, no, no. It's a huge difference. But actually, when you are there, um, it has a magic inside, because when you see all those people who are who are under the water and they're in a meditative state, it has really magic. When I was inside the water, I didn't have a problem to go up to my waist. That was okay because I'm used to it when I go swimming. But from the waist to my neck, that was difficult. That was terrifying for me because it was so cold. Um, Majority of the people at the time, I was still standing and waiting and counting every single second, and start trying to focusing on my breath. Majority of the people were already under the neck in the water in a meditative state, and then some of the instructors gave me really great advice to breathe out and just go under the water. And Laura with Issa, they were there as well, and they were really nice, supportive for the whole group. It was really awesome. And I remember when I was under the water, when I managed to go under the water, it was much milder temperature, much warmer than when I was up to my waist. Because when you are standing up to your waist, when you have the water up to your waist and you have water the whole body, but the upper part of your body is not covered, then you feel the difference of the temperatures, and you are even more freezing than when you are below, your whole body below, and you really focus on your breath. Laura and Issa gave us advice to put our arms, hands up to our thighs and to hold it. Then, of course, doing the special breathing techniques we were learning before. And when I did this, after I don't know how many seconds, or maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes, maybe, um, it was really just amazing. It was not as freezing as before, and it was not warm, of course, but it was much 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 warmer than before. So I can imagine why Wim Hof and all his students and teachers do this, uh, and why they can spend there more time than just 3 minutes. Um, it was really incredible. Just when I think about it, what we went through, what we did, and how was the feeling. It was something. It's really worth it to try and to find out the atmosphere and how is it, because it was just incredible. And after this, I think we spent there something like around 3 minutes, maybe longer a little bit, because then you were waiting for other people to go outside the pool, and then we continued with a special exercise to warm up our body. And when I got outside the pool, my body started to shake from the freezing cold weather and the temperature. But when I started to implement the special exercise Laura and Issa taught us, and also the instructors, the body really warms up very quickly, um, and you feel you feel so relieved and so energetic, and so many endorphins, and also so happy that you did it. That's an incredible feeling, incredible feeling. So I'm really happy I had this possibility to go there to. So I definitely recommend it to all of you. What I took from this event, definitely when I feel that my back is fully recovered, I will give it a try. But there were some people who, who went to Snezhka, to the highest mountain in the Czech Republic, only in their bikini, in their swimsuit. And in that last week, some of them were inviting me if I want to join them this weekend. And I said, "Oh my God, you mean like this weekend?" And I said, "Yeah, in 1 week. Come with us, come with us. It will be amazing." And I said, like 1 week only. Oh my God, oh my God, no, no, no. Oh my God, 1 week, 1 week. So this was something like this. What happened regarding the talk with when I talked with them, and I said, "Oh, it's too early for me, too early for me." But I love the idea. I love the atmosphere and energy in Mankeo group. I really love it. First, I need to start implementing Wim Hof method more frequently to be able to believe that I am able to do this, because I believe really that it starts with our mind, with our belief, what we believe in, what we believe we are able to do, what we believe we are able to achieve. actually not only regarding traveling to some mountain only in swimsuit or bikini, but anything in our life. It needs to start in our mind. And when we are convinced that we can do it, then we also convince our body that our body can do it. But it first starts here. But in the upcoming weeks, I will do more interviews about Wim Hof Method and about these techniques. So you will be able to hear from experts um, how to do the steps. What is so special about this method? Because it is really special. How to work with our mind to convince our mind to believe that we can do this because we can, and also the benefits which are from it. So one of the amazing episodes you can be looking forward in the upcoming weeks will be interview about Wim Hof Method and the amazing benefits from this, because it not only you have the endorphins and you feel really so happy and so amazingly, but also it has amazing influence to your body, to your health, um, so definitely to your life. Um, Another interview, which will be in the upcoming weeks, which you can look forward to, is the promised interview with the teachers from Zimbabwe School in Victoria Falls City. I was talking about a few weeks ago. I'm looking forward to this interview a lot because we will be speaking about the school system in Zimbabwe, about the children, how the education system looks like, how many children, kids are in the school, how does it look like to go to school, what do they learn, and also how expensive is the scholarship, because I don't know if you knew about it, but students in Zimbabwe have to pay for the scholarship, which is quite challenging, definitely for families. So we also will talk about this topic with the senior teachers. So this will be another topic in the upcoming weeks, together with the Wim Hof Method as well. And another topic what you can look forward in the upcoming weeks will be how to find your life purpose. When you think about your life purpose and when you think about what you really want to achieve in your life, not only at work but also in your private life, it is important, because then you don't spend your time with, I would call it in Czech pičoviny, really, which is not a nice word. You don't spend your life with unnecessary things or unimportant things, but you focus on the things which matter, which are important for your life to feel happy, to be fulfilled, and also to your closest ones. Definitely finding a life purpose and the things which you want to achieve, which you want to do in your life, your life goals, not only at work but also in the health matter, in the family matter, friends matter. It makes a big impact if you and influence if you know where your focus goes and what are your wishes and goals for your own life, actually. Another very catchy topic what we will be talking about in the upcoming weeks will be bodybuilding, putting your body into shape and into a sexy form, because I will be having a really special interview with a great fitness trainer, and he's changing the bodies of his clients really in a marvelous state. I saw some men changes, and they look really from a normal guy into, oh, wow, like a VIP from like a film star guy. I haven't seen the body changes from his female clients, but the male clients definitely were worth it. So we will also speak about the body performance and body change, and how to work with your body, because you don't need to look like a film star. But important part is to feel in shape, feel fit, because then you have also a lot of energy in your life, and you don't need to look like a Rambo or like Claudia Schiffer, but important is how you feel, if your body is healthy, if your spine is healthy, and then you can enjoy even more life. So these topics will be in the upcoming weeks. If you have any topic you would like to discuss, or if you would like if you'd like me to talk with some expert about some special topic, definitely feel free to let me know. Thank you very much for following and subscribing to Jana Talk podcast. I'm happy that there are more and more of you, and thank you for your attention and your time, because time is really precious nowadays, more than any time in the past. I wish you a wonderful week, wonderful Sunday, because today we have an Advent Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye bye.